oh, what? Where is it? Where is the beat? I don't know where the beat is. Am I speaking in drums again? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? What's up, dreamers? I'm Bryce, and this is the Rocker Review. Hallelujah, track number 3 from Paramore's Riot album. That's the second album. And once again, I have no idea how this song goes. We had 2 really absolute bangers in the beginning. So are we going to slow it down or are we going to keep it upbeat? I guess we're going to find out. As usual, I'm going to be ranking the song not because I think I'm better than anybody, but because I like to know what my personal favorites are. So if you want to play along and you want to find out what your top 10 list is for this record, then you can use the following criteria: structure, flow, melody, engagement, and lyrics. Each category is a 0 to 4 scale, with 0 being not for me and 4 being great. We'll find out at the end of the video what score the song gets, and I would like you to tell me what score it gets for you as well. Because again, this is just opinions, just for fun. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. More videos here all the time. And check out Midnight Notion's music. That's me, I'm Midnight Notion, and my music is available wherever you get your music online. Let's get right into it. Hallelujah. Fast or slow? Vote now. Okay, there's the halftime vibe. I like that. We are starting with a very similar rhythm to the first song, Pessimist Optimist. We got the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. It's all in 4/4, but we're dividing the guitar part in a do 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 do. So it has kind of a 4/4 or a 3/4 or a 6/4 or a 6/8 vibe, but with those extra 2 beats on the end, that evens it out and keeps it in 4/4. So we got a downbeat and an offbeat and a downbeat and an offbeat and then some downbeats. So very cool start there with the guitars. We got a really high guitar part. Everything comes in with that chaka. That's one of my favorite rock tricks. It's just snare kick, and then on the guitars it's shaka. You're just scraping the strings, or you're doing a palm mute, and you get this nice little shakum. Very cool. And then the drums are playing halftime vibe. So we got a boom, boom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're emphasizing the 3 on the snare drum rather than the 2 and the 4. So nice laid back vibe. It's a little slower, but it's not like a slow song because it's still heavy. This feels very anthematic to me. I like it. Woo! I love that so much. It's got where they teased us. They didn't come in on the downbeat. They came as a 1 and 2 3. Let's go back to that. See where the emphasis is. But if we're counting on 4s like this, it's not ba. It's not on that downbeat, it's on the and. So it's 1 2 3 4 and 2 3 4 and 2 3 4. That's the count. I like that. It's a little tease. We think we're gonna come down on the 1, but it's soft, and then the hit is in the and 2. Very cool. Yeah. These drums are weird, but I like it. It's rhythmic interest. We're kind of getting sort of a, oh, what? Where is it? Where is the beat? I don't know where the beat is. And it's kind of rocking us around a little bit. I like that a lot. It's very interesting. It's so much more engaging, if you will, than just a straight boom ka boom ka boom ka. Am I speaking in drums again? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Let's listen again. Ooh. I love that section. Let's go back one more time. I'm going back a lot, but everything's gone. The drums are just kind of grooving on a hi-hat, closed hi-hat. The high guitar is doing that movement that we had in the intro. The low guitar is just ringing out. The bass is just ringing out. They're not even really there. And it sounds like we've got some echo on her vocals that's kind of carrying on in the background. Let's hear it one more time. Yeah, did you hear that reverse guitar? We had that little sucking. That's not raising in well, it's kind of raising in volume, but it's also kind of a reverse effect. You can play the guitar, play it out, you record it, great. You take the recorded signal and you reverse it and you get a and it's more of a suck. And that's a really cool technique to lead into a section. So we have a hold out, and this time without the weird rhythms, it kind of holds out, and then back to the weird rhythms. This song is groovy, man. Holding on to patience, wearing thin. I can't force these eyes to see the end. If only time flew like a dove, well, we can watch it fly and just goofy. Yeah, there's so many cool guitar things going on. I haven't been talking about guitar much in this artist review in really in a long time. This part, now we have a callback to the intro, do 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 do, but the guitar player is doing a little bit more fancy work this time. Kind of an interesting new movement. And then we have a pick slide, which is, I'm going to demonstrate it. It's just as simple as taking the pick, and instead of strumming the string, you are just putting it on the string and then sliding it down. And based on the speed there, you get a nice little... And especially when it's an electric guitar, because then it's got a nice gritty... So listen for the pick scrape, listen for the changes in the guitar, and then the pick scrape going into this chorus. Get some synth in here. And we've got time on our hands. Got nothing but time on our hands. Got nothing but time on our hands. Nice. Oh, listen to how long it takes for her to to get up to the, we're unresolved, we're staying on that note, hey, it just feels a little dissonant, hey, where's the landing spot, where is it, hey, home, feeling good. Oh man, Haley's doing some really cool stuff with her voice in this song. Forever, she puts this really cool, like, It's almost snarky sometimes when she hits certain lines. Yeah, she really like turns the knife. She stabs it in. She turns it a little bit. I actually haven't been paying attention to the lyrics much, but if this is an FU song, we're getting it. And if it's not, then we'll find out in the lyrics portion. I'm mostly tuned into the lyric or to the music at this point. But really cool stuff with her voice. She's hitting some really awesome notes, and that long hold. Really, really cool. Solo. It's not really much of a guitar solo. It's more of just like kind of a melodic little boo doo doo. There's just a couple of notes there, but it still sounds cool. You can't knock a guitarist for playing a basic solo because sometimes a song needs something really basic in it, right? Not every guitar solo needs to be. Sometimes you just gotta sit back a little bit, and I appreciate withholding because we can already hear that this guitarist is capable of doing a lot of movement. There's a lot of cool riffy stuff in the earlier part of the song and in the early part of this record. So I have no lack of confidence in this guitar player's ability to play a more fancy solo, but holding back and just playing something simple, very cool. Knowing your role, that's the name of the game. Ooh, a little delay on that last note. Ba-dum, ba. Oh, I like it. One more time. Yeah, cool. All right. Cool. I'm digging it. Let's give this song some points. Whoosh. Structure. Now remember, the basic song structure is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. And that is what this song follows. Pretty standard. If you look at the lyrics, everything is in blocks of 4s. So the overall structure of the song is pretty standard. All right, that's a 2. Now, when you look at it, what are the other parts that could potentially change to make that more interesting, structurally speaking? You could add time signature changes, you could add tempo changes, you could have extended sections, solos, intros, outros, whatever. This song doesn't have a whole lot. It does have a small little solo, but it's not really much to speak of, so it is really basic in its structure. The reason it goes up just a little bit for me is because of the way they emphasize those hits in the verses that rest on the 1 and then and 2, 3. Those are really cool hits. And then it's different on the second verse. So they have this structural change. Then we have in the chorus, all of the instruments are playing all the way through. And then the second time through the chorus, I'm not articulating this appropriately. The chorus is in 4. It goes through the riff like 4 times. There are 4 lines. And the first 2 we're playing all the way out. The second 2, it's they're doing like a different emphasis. I'm getting the rhythm wrong, obviously, but they're emphasizing different beats. And so structurally speaking, there's a lot of things that keep it interesting. So it is basic in the lyrical structure of the song, but the musical compositional structure is just a little bit more interesting than your standard 4/4 outing. So this one, it's a 3. Flow. I really like the flow of this song. I was jamming from the beginning. I like having a halftime vibe. It's very anthematic. It feels almost like something you would put at the end of the concert or maybe second to last. It's a really good headbangy song. It feels like it means something. So flow is really great. It is a little choppy in the verse. If you're not interested in rhythm theory, the drums being off a little bit in the verse could feel a little too too, I don't know, progressive. Kind of got some Dream Theater Rush vibes going on. If you're not into that kind of style, or if you're not a drummer, you might get thrown off a little bit during those verses, but the rest of the song flows really, really great. So room to improve, but it's still pretty good for me, so it's a 3. Melody, I have to be honest, I don't remember much of the vocals in this other than that they went high a couple of times, right? I know that she sang really well. I know that there was that note that was held just below and then resolves, and I know there's some other higher notes in there, but I wasn't really listening much to the melody. That wasn't the thing that captivated me, or not the vocal melody, rather. I was more interested in the guitar melodies and, of course, the rhythmic melody, and those things were interesting enough for me as well. I don't think they stand out as anything that I've never heard before, with the exception of that little break in the verses. Those are pretty fun, the way that it those are cool, but melodically speaking, there's not a lot that's sticking for me right now. I think I'm gonna have to listen to the song a few more times before it really sticks. So it's a good song overall, but first impression is it's pretty standard in the melody category, so it's a 2. Engagement. Unlike the last song, I did not learn the lyrics to this while we were listening, and so I don't actually really remember many of them except for the word hallelujah, but that's the title of the song, so that's kind of a cop-out as far as memorizing. So engagement, as far as learning the song on the first time through, most of what engaged me was the rhythmic challenges, the weird hits, and the unique drum patterns, and the way the guitars were playing between high and low. That stuff stuck more than the lyrics did. Were there opportunities for me to play along? Well, I mean, I banged my head throughout the song. That was cool. But I usually bang my head through most songs. Like, I have banged my head to songs that didn't have drums. It's a thing that I do because I'm a drummer. So it doesn't automatically mean a song is great because I banged my head. It just means it's every single song that's ever existed. So I guess engagement, again, there's room to improve. Remember that 2 isn't a bad score. 2 is the default. Every song has this level of engagement, and so I feel like it fits in with every song. They did nothing wrong for me, so it's a standard 2. Lyrics, let's take a look at them, shall we? Here we go. We've got Google back here. Somehow everything's going to fall right into place. If we only had a way to make it fall faster every day. Whew, wouldn't that be nice? Sometimes you want things to take slower, but sometimes the anticipation really sucks. If only time flew like a dove, we got to make it fly faster than I'm falling in love. So I like this recurring theme of falling. It's going to fall into place. I want it to fall faster. If only it flew instead of falling, I would got to make it fly faster than I'm falling in love. So this time we're not giving up. Let's make it last forever. Screaming hallelujah will make it last forever. So we have a recurring, repeating section here. Let's make it last forever, and we'll make it last forever. It's kind of the same line twice. I like repetition. It makes things easy to remember, even though I didn't remember it. Also, that means that we are not in a stabby, turny song. We are in a love song, or at least a hopeful, like I want to fall in love song. That's what I'm getting so far. Holding on to patience, wearing thin. I can't force these eyes to see the end, and is a slant rhyme within. If only time flew like a dove, call back to the first verse, we could watch it fly and just keep looking on. All right, so this is a different change. We are calling back to if it flew like a dove. She really wants time to fly like a dove. Do doves fly slow or fast? I guess I don't remember what doves look like when they're flying. I only know what they sound like when they cry, according to Prince. So this time we're not giving up. We have a repeat of the chorus, and we've got time on our hands, and we've got nothing but time on our hands. Got nothing but too much time on our hands. The bridge is basically the same line repeated over and over. I like that it changes just slightly by adding got nothing versus and we've got. And and repeating got, you know, it's artistic language. It's not just saying we've got time on our hands and that's all I have to say. We're repeating it over and over and over. So maybe this isn't a love song after all. Maybe this is someone fooling themselves into feeling love. Maybe they're hoping for time to take a little bit longer or to go faster, whatever speed doves fly, but they want to make it last forever and scream hallelujah will make it last forever. But importantly, on the last chorus, there is no lasting forever. They just end on hallelujah. So I don't know what to pick out of these lyrics. Is this a happy song or is it a sad song? You got to tell me, because I feel like you could pick it either way. It could be somebody fooling themselves into love. It could be someone who actually wants to be in love. And so that's very interesting to me. I don't know how I feel about this one. I keep yawning because I'm tired. But not because of the song. It's interesting. These lyrics aren't, there's room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Every song starts at a 2. What brings this up for me? I like the repetition. I like the slant rhymes. That's a classic Bryce interesting. I like that the third chorus doesn't end the same way as the first 2. But everything is in blocks of 4s, just like a standard song would be. So there's some cool imagery in this first verse. I like falling, 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 and then it's flying, and then it's falling again. But the last falling is falling in love instead of falling faster every day or falling right into place. The first 2 are kind of, well, I guess the second, you know. I don't know how to say what I'm feeling about the song. I'm just feeling like there is room to grow. Again, she was pretty young. I've written songs when I was young that just were kind of baseline. So this isn't an attack on Paramore. I just feel like they have much, much better content. So when I'm ranking my top 10 favorite songs, you got to write a little bit better lyrics to rise up the ranks. We've already had 2 really great ones. So this one, for me, it stays pretty 2. And so Hallelujah gets a grand total of 12 points. That is, I mean, it still rocks. It's still above center, right? 10 would be the middle point, so it's still above that. I do like the song. I'm just trying to find which one is my favorite. And so far, I think I like the other 2 better. Let's take a look at the top 10 board here. We have That's What You Get still in first place, and we have Hallelujah in third place. Plenty more songs to go. There's 12 total songs on the record, so we'll see whether Hallelujah stays on the top 10 or whether it drops down to the last place. Who knows? Only time will tell. So now it's your turn. Tell me what you think of this song. Does it meet your criteria for the top of the record, or is it kind of in the middle? Let me know and tell me your score below. Make sure you hit that subscribe so you can be here for the next song, the next review, and check out my music. Midnight Notion is available all over the internet, and I bet you Paramore fans would really like a lot of the stuff that I've put out. There's a lot of pop punk influence in my music as well as metal, so it's kind of right in that middle range. I think Paramore, I would definitely cover some Paramore songs. So I'm just saying, if you like Paramore, you might like Midnight Notion. Please check it out and let me know what you think of those songs as well. That's the video for today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Oh, yes, and you rock.